Hello and welcome to another episode of the Los Angeles Friends podcast. I am your host and friend, Emmely, and today I get to sit down with my really good friend, Olivia, who I recently found out lived in a hostel when she moved to LA. We talk about her experience being on The Voice, picking her coach, and writing music for a really cool musical. I want all of my guests to come on and be like, this is so cool. They did such a great job and have good
I already
things to
feel
say.
that way. Like
Okay.
I walked in and I was like, this is such a cool set. It's a love letter to LA. And I walked in and I was like, you look so cool. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I
was like, I walked in, I was like, Emily's sick.
dude, I think you're one of the coolest people. So that's a nice compliment. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I hope they start the podcast like this. It's us just being like,
that'd be
you're
perfect.
so cool. No, you're cool.
Kevin. Us just glazing each other.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I learned that term
That's
on
terrible.
Amy Poehler's podcast. Yeah, I don't like it
It's
all
called
too much.
glazing.
Glazing. It's like when you
Unbelievable.
compliment someone a lot. Right, guys? You learned that on that podcast? Yeah, Amy Poehler is like in her 40s and she taught me something cool.
I would like to go around glazing. Amy Poehler's the coolest.
Yeah. Amy Poehler's my dream guest on the podcast.
Oh, hell yeah.
Imagine.
Manifest it. It'll totally happen.
Come on, Amy.
Yeah. You should call it, and you can glaze her.
I'll glaze her all day. I'm going to glaze Amy Poehler all day long.
Glaze her all day and she'll glaze you back.
It sounds so pervy.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm shocked.
I feel like a
I'm
nasty
shocked
man.
that is like a thing. Yeah, I feel like, ooh, I feel like a boy.
Yeah, well,
Yikesies. Okay.
this is how men feel. All powerful and shit.
They're like, I'm gross. No.
Must be nice. No, they don't even think they're gross. Which is even worse.
They don't even know they're gross.
They don't even know they're gross.
They have just like hair coming out of their face.
A beard? Yeah, Luke's beard's pretty gross for sure.
Sometimes I think about that. I'm like, wow, can you imagine?
It's so itchy
Yeah.
and hot.
All
And you
right.
can't even get skincare under there.
No.
so
Have you seen a guy
aggressive.
try to wash his face?
Dude, they're so aggressive.
It's incredible. It's like watching a dog like put his face in a bowl of water. It's like,
And then they splash everywhere and don't clean up.
and they don't put their hair back. Their hair's just in it with them. And they're
Yeah. It's like a caveman.
like, yeah, and then they're like, I washed it.
I'm clean.
Yeah, they come towards you and you're like, whoa,
Don't touch me.
do it again.
I think you need a blow dryer, my guy. Oh, how embarrassing must it be to be a man.
It must be so embarrassing just to be one.
This is actually a podcast where we hate men, guys.
The whole podcast is just like hating on
This
guys.
is so mean. We'd either get praised or canceled. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I love men.
I love men.
No, I like love men.
Don't
but-
ride too hard for them. No, don't. Are we good? Are we going? Oh, hell yeah. We're rolling.
We're rolling. Hi.
So anyways, enough about men, more about us.
Yeah. Let's talk
Hello,
about
my
us.
friend. Hi.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm tired, but I feel like I'm always tired around this time.
Me too.
I made it. It's rough out here, dude. What is it, Wednesday? Middle of the week? Yeah, because today was trash day for me.
Okay.
It was Wednesday.
Yeah, that's like the life of like a freelance. I don't even know what day it is.
Oh my God.
It's like every day is work day. I'm working every day.
I wake up and I start singing. That's what
Is that what you think the life of a singer?
Do re mi
I
fa
wake up and I'm like la 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 la.
That's exact. Yeah. Do you warm up your vocals when you wake up?
No. I don't get up
You're
and
like,
I
don't know.
if I had something to do, I would.
Oh yeah. Okay.
If I had to like go shoot something or
just
do
immediately.
yeah, I would wake up. I would be, but it wouldn't be like a princess. It wouldn't be like a Disney princess where I wake up and I'm like, ah.
I feel like you totally.
I would wake up and be like, ah, in the shower,
no.
like warming up frantically.
I think you give me Disney princess vibes.
Okay,
yeah.
perfect. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna let the people run with that. Thank you.
I'd say that these guys back here also think you're like a Disney princess. Cute,
Heck yeah.
you dress awesome, you could sing, you're smart.
I think you're like a Disney princess.
Oh no, don't lie to me.
We're like two different types of American Girls dolls.
I'm like Fiona when she's Shrek in the Shrek form, in the ogre form.
No way.
When she does, or who is it that does when she burps? That's me.
When she burps, yeah, but that's like the cutest part of her. That's the part everybody loves the most. That's the real part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet it'd be different if she was like passing gas through her ass.
Yeah. Why is burping is cute, but
that's me.
Farting is kind of like.
See, that's another thing about men.
I know they fart a lot,
and they shame us for farting, and it's like this is normal.
I've had a couple of cute farts in front of guys.
Oh yeah,
where it was okay because it was like so little. That they were like, oh, and I was like, you have just no idea.
You're like, oh, oops.
I was like, oopsie. You should do, like, the way to get around it is to do like a countdown.
What? So, you're like, all right, I'm gonna fart. 3, 2. Can you guys hear the sound, guys?
Like a warning. Yeah.
All right, enough about that. What I really wanted to talk about, actually, something super serious.
Okay.
Is your beautiful, amazing outfit.
Oh, thank you.
Actually, like it was a point on our list of questions to bring up whatever you're wearing because you always dress so cute.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. This, okay. Should I tell you where it's from?
Hell yeah. This is the first time I've ever had anyone do that.
This is the first time I'm getting to do this.
Because you're like the fashion icon in my life. Honestly, I think you're like one of the most best dressed people I know.
Oh my God. Yeah. Wow.
Seriously.
Thank you. It
says a lot about my friends.
No.
Step it up, guys.
You look like, yeah, all your homies watching this are like, my God, what a click. What a bitch.
Anyways, what are you wearing? Oh my God, break it down for us.
Oh my goodness. Well, now I'm like, I should have pulled out of the stops, but this top is Dolls Kill. They're here in LA.
Okay. It's so cute. It has like a
little
some texture on the side.
Texture kind of opening here.
Yeah.
Dolls Kill is super cool. I've gotten a lot of stuff there when I want to, I don't know, dress up for like shoots and stuff too.
I need to go shopping.
They're so cool. Yeah.
First of all, I need to make money so I can buy all this cute clothes. So if anyone wants to sponsor on the podcast, I'm gonna start selling feet pics on here.
Oh, that's a crazy thing that I just learned more about. Okay, go ahead.
Feet pics. I was gonna say one thing I could do is if people pay for it, I will like take my shoes off on camera and just hey.
If people pay for your feet.
Yeah, to see them on the podcast.
Oh yeah, I would totally do it too. I would easy.
You'd pay.
I would no, I would be here with you. No, hell no, I want the money. Yeah, I'll show you my feet are terrible.
Maybe we do another.
Maybe someone who has like a kink for ugly feet.
I don't believe that. You look like you have cute feet.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna take that. Aww. I'm gonna run with it.
So much glazing.
But legit, I know you're glazing me. Thank you.
All right, so Dolls Kill.
Oh yeah, Dolls Kill. Okay.
Oh God.
And then these pants I actually got when we were on tour in Tokyo.
How cool.
There was like a store. It was like
denim
it was like a store that of course I couldn't pronounce.
Oh yeah,
the name of
because you don't speak Japanese.
And I'm not
fair enough
gonna try. Yeah. But it was just
they're so cute.
I went to an area where I heard there was kind of cool shopping out there. I was like, okay, I'm in Japan for like 2 days. I want to
have to shop. Yeah,
I want to see what's up. And I picked these up.
Cute.
And thank you.
I love just the detail of how like
this is
the
like
pant is overlapping.
Yeah, I love
cut in Kevin so you can show people. Kevin's our friend who edits the podcast, our editor, so maybe he'll crop in.
I love classic staple pieces that have like a little twist.
Yeah, like a little something. I feel like I've just never really defined my style, and I would like to. I'm gonna be 30 this year, and I gotta get it together. Like I'm about to be an adult. So
girl, you all the way in it. You an adult, but also
I don't accept that.
I'm about to be 30. I know. I don't want to. I'm not even gonna tell you how old I am.
But I saw an interview saying I'm celebrating my 10-year anniversary.
My 10-year anniversary. I know.
And I was like, what?
I know.
She's not 26.
And I'm out here pretending to be like, no, literally. But I definitely think that your style is something I would love to get in on. I want to make a Pinterest board. Okay. I want to go in on it with you.
To be fair, yeah, I do own all these pieces, but I didn't want to wear this.
They made you?
Mayte made me wear this. Yeah.
But that's like the sickest part of the outfit.
Thank you.
It's a vibe.
Okay, wait, one more thing. What your shoes? Because that's the last thing that you Forgot to mention where your boots from.
Oh, I'm terrible because I'm not used to being asked these questions, and I don't remember the name of the brand.
That's okay.
Wait, should I look at the bottom of my foot and try to figure out where these are?
Dang,
from?
you're flexible. I don't think I could do that.
Thank you.
No, I'm not. I can't.
Yeah,
but these are Doc Martens.
Openers.
Oh my God! What the hell?
I have no idea where these are from. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, she's gatekeeping.
I'm not gatekeeping. I know, I'm terrible. I would tell you. I literally cannot remember.
That's okay. Okay, so fashion. This is a very important topic, of course. So, we were wondering, like, what are your fashion inspirations?
I'm inspired, honestly, by my mom in the 90s.
Really?
She's probably one of my biggest
oh my God.
fashion inspirations. I used to go through her closet when I was like a little girl.
And steal her clothes.
And she had like chokers and like black mini skirts. 90s, like quintessential 90s vibes, little heels and stuff. And I would like dress her up because I couldn't like fit in anything. I was too small.
You're like,
I would like put her in little outfits.
That's so cute. How cute. Oh, I love that. That's such a sweet memory too.
Yeah. That. And now my inspiration, I get inspired everywhere I go. To be honest with you, travel is a big part of what inspires my fashion choices.
Yeah. Because you've gotten to go to so many cool places, and I feel like buying clothes when you travel is a fun souvenir almost. Like, you know, you don't want to buy a keychain at every city you guys stop at, but like if you get to go thrifting and you buy like a really cool piece of, fashion piece.
Yeah, or you just see, you really get to see the street style in different countries.
Yeah.
Like when we were in Europe versus when we were in Australia versus when we were in Asia, like you see the street style and the culture, even just the hairstyles.
Dude,
like
so different from here too.
Yeah, you get inspired by that, and whether or not you realize it, it seeps its way into your sense of expression in every single way.
Where have you visited that you think has like the best fashion? What city?
Well, I mean, we were just in Asia, and so that's the first thing that kind of comes
they're on a
to
whole
mind.
Other level. It's incredible.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
We were in Tokyo, South Korea, and that's my first time ever being in that part of the world.
Didn't you guys go to Singapore?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
For like
and
a
I
day,
made
maybe.
A point to like get out and check out the shopping, which I didn't make a point to do that in other places like Europe. I was kind of like, I've been here before. My mom lives in
Zara
Paris.
and Mango.
So yeah, I keep on bringing that up, Tokyo or whatever, but
they dress so
for me that was just
cool there.
Yeah, I was just inspired. They have these big shoes that are really like statement shoes. It's just so a whole different thing.
Yeah, I'm like, I need to step my game up. I will. This is a year where I dress better. Okay, so I'm gonna be hitting you up.
You always look great to me.
Group chat, Thanks.
Yeah, and sometimes it can be just small things that you find that are just like, this is me.
I feel like I need to learn to accessorize. I wear rings, but they're like this, my mom's rings. But that's really like the only accessory I wear.
And there's something about family heirlooms and things that are like organic and soulful that make your unique fashion more special and actually more like trendy. Like trends are based on things that make people, I think, feel some type of way.
Yeah.
And so anytime someone has something that's a one of a kind thing, oh, this is a purse that my grandma had, or like, this is that, like that is dope. Cool. To me, that is dope. Like I'm so lucky to have some pieces from my grandmother who was like such a stylish
fashion icon
kind of lady. Really interesting, like very, I don't even know. I guess just, what's the word? Charismatic or I don't know, showy.
Okay. Yeah.
She had like so many tops that were just sequin tube tops.
She was like to the max.
She was crazy. Like, petticoats, like crazy stuff. Hat, like fantastic.
Oh
like,
my God.
Hats from the 40s.
So that's why you dress so cool.
My grandma.
Your mom dressed cool and your grandma?
Yeah, no, I guess it is. Well, my mom's a photographer like you. So she was always.
She's a professional though?
She is.
I wish I got
a professional.
No. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you like my photos.
You're totally a professional. I mean, you got the big camera. I don't know.
Yeah, and I stole that from Luke actually, but
okay.
But I do use it. That's the one I use. Yeah.
Yeah, but my mom was like definitely, I guess, inspired me to think more aesthetically.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't such a visual person all the time. I was more thinking like an audio learner.
So like bringing up your family, I want to get into where you're from. So I think, we can get into that. I know you grew up in Dallas, right? Is your family from Texas originally?
Yeah, my dad is from Texas. He grew up in Fort Worth. His mom was Italian.
Okay.
Sicilian. And his dad was Irish, came from an Irish like farm family.
Yeah.
And then my mom's side is Eastern European, Jewish, Russian. They came from Russia and Poland.
Oh, wow.
Around, I think, World War II.
Yeah.
I believe. And I'm named after my great grandmother who came to escape the war. She came here when she was 16.
Whoa.
And they settled in, I believe it was Chicago. And my mom was raised in Ohio. And she was working as a photographer in Texas. And that's where my parents met. And they raised us in Texas.
Oh, now everyone just meets on the apps. You know?
Oh, I know. I know. I believe they met folk dancing.
Oh, my God.
They were really, really involved in that community in Dallas. In fact, I think my mother was like the head of that like dance community.
Yeah.
At one point, yeah. I'd have to fact check that with her.
I'll believe you.
Yeah, but that's how they met.
Yeah.
And growing up in Dallas was great. It's a good music scene. I would say that growing up around my parents who were world like dancers, like they did folk dance, so it's like world music.
Yeah.
I was around that type of thing. And then my dad really liked classical. So I was around that until I was in high school.
Yeah.
And then when I was in high school, I went to a public arts high school called Booker T. It's an awesome high school. And that's where I was exposed to like, I would say a broader sense of like the Dallas music scene, which Dallas is very inspired by. There's a lot of gospel music there.
Okay. Yeah.
There's a lot of like soul music. Erykah Badu, the queen of neo soul. She's got a presence that's very much felt in that area in Dallas because that's where she lives. That's where she's from. She went to my high school as well.
No way. Okay.
Roy Hargrove went to my high school. Nora Jones. There's a lot of amazing artists that are, I don't know even why. They're just from that part of the world. So that presence musically, I think, is felt in Dallas. And I felt really, really grateful and really blessed that I was even around it. So my musical education was like expanded in high school, and I'm super grateful for that.
Like, what did you think you wanted to be when you grew up?
I always wanted to be a singer.
Yeah.
I was like always singing around the house. I didn't think about it. I'm really happy that my parents and my brother didn't like call me out on it and make me aware of it. They just kind of let me wander around the house singing, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, my family is very musical.
Okay. That was another one of my questions. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was kind of natural for us all to like sing together.
We fostered
We would sing like little rounds on road trips.
That's so cute. Oh my God. It's so cute.
It was like, we basically spent every summer during my childhood camping out of a VW van, like a 91 VW van.
Yeah.
So I spent my summers.
That's so sick.
Basically living out of a van.
You were a hippie kid.
Yeah.
Your parents are a little hippie.
Like real hippies. Yes.
I love that.
And we would camp around the country and visit family. And we would like sing rounds. So if singing was like normal and natural, my aunt was a beautiful vocalist as well as a dancer.
There's a bunch of singers in your family.
Yeah, we have singers.
When we were doing some creeping on you.
Creeping is crazy. Yeah,
we do some research.
Some creeping. Yeah, call it creeping.
Yeah, we were creeping on Olivia. See, it just sounds more fun to say creeping.
Oh yeah, for sure. Creeping's awesome.
We saw that one of your first performances was when you were 5 years old.
Oh my God.
Can you tell us about that?
Okay, my first
I also
performance.
send me the link to where I could watch this, please.
I wonder if my mom has footage. I was 5. I was at the Texas State Fair, best fair ever.
Oh, cool.
And I remember my mom's friend, who was a photographer friend of hers named Colin, and he had a band, I think, and they were playing at the Texas State Fair. And he let me sing "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star."
Oh my God.
That was my first, my first public appearance. And then my next public appearance was probably my bat mitzvah.
No way.
Where they made me get up there and
they made you sing
a Torah portion at age 12 in front of the congregation. And I was like, what's happening? But no, I was always singing. I was always just like singing around the house. I didn't like think anything of it. In my mind, I was never like, I'm going to be a professional singer. You know, I was just kind of like doing it and following that path. And I'm so lucky that my parents like let me.
On our other internet sleuthing and creeping, we saw that you went to a very popular music school in New York.
Yeah, when I was 16, I was going to Booker T. When I was 16, my mom had like an opportunity and asked if, I would move to New York with her.
So it was for her work.
It was like a family. It was a decision. It wasn't for me to go to LaGuardia. No.
Okay. Gotcha.
No.
Wow.
But I had been at an art school and I was like, oh, I want to go to another arts school.
And then in New York City, that's like a Disney movie.
Yeah. And I was happy to go. Like I was having like I remember I didn't go through like an audition process, which is what you have to do you have to audition for those schools. But I remember my mother just like, we showed up in New York and she like went into the office with me and she was like, hey, you know, I think my daughter should go here. And I think they were just like, whoa. And then she like, I stood in like an office.
Yeah.
And just like sang for them standing there in the office, like a bunch of the faculty.
Oh my God.
That's
your mom's like,
that's my memory of it. Yes. And then I was going to LaGuardia.
Yeah. Do you remember what song you sang?
It was just my sophomore year of high school. So 1 year I went there and then we went back to Texas and I graduated back at Booker T.
But that's still a big deal, a whole year.
But I don't remember the song I sang.
Twinkle, Little Star.
I think it was, no, it was an aria. It was from like the Italian aria songbook or something.
Oh, what?
It was like Caro mio ben or something.
Okay.
I want to say that was.
Oh my God.
I think it was Caro mio ben.
For your mom to just like show up there and be like, my kid should go to school.
I think my mom was like my first fan.
Yeah.
She was just like, I believe in you.
Aww.
I think that you should be in an art school if you're gonna go to high school here.
Yeah.
And I think that you can be in the program. New York kind of changed the trajectory of my musical like life, because New York is where I first got like into jazz music.
Yeah.
That was where I got the inspiration, was being there.
Would you consider yourself a jazz singer? Or what's your style of singing?
I think in some ways, yeah. I think that's like I don't like to put myself up against like, because true like jazz singers, I don't know. I feel like I'm in between. I don't want to say I'm one thing.
Yeah.
But I definitely know that I was really, really influenced by that, like growing up. And that's a big part of the education that I got musically, was listening to jazz singers.
Yeah.
And I learned so much from them. And so in some ways, yes. And it definitely, I think, makes its way into everything that I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you were in school there, did you feel a lot of pressure in being like the best singer of your class? Or
I felt like there was a sense of competition, and there's going to be, and in any environment, even now, like even in any work environment, it's not necessarily unhealthy, unless it depends on who you are personally.
True.
But it's just a sense of like, oh, I'm around people who are more talented than me, and that's gonna make me want to be better,
to work harder.
And so it's good to be around other people that are doing what you're doing and that are better than you, and that are like inspiring you and like showing you totally new ways of approaching things, and it just opens you up. So I wouldn't say it was like a cutthroat high school environment, because we were still like, it was just high school, like,
right. That's a really nice way to view things, where you're like, it's competitive, but also like, what can this person teach me and how could I be better?
Yeah. Well, and that's, I'm sure that's not always how it felt. You know, I think there were points in time where you're in choir and one person's going to get the choir solo, and you want it or something. But in hindsight, the lessons I learned were incredibly valuable. One of my favorite ones was just a teacher telling me, Mr. Boykin was his name. He was a piano teacher at Booker T. And he basically said that style is more important than talent. Oh. In a lot of cases. Okay. Your what makes you is more important than just being technically proficient.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And I've seen that personally to be true. Yeah. Because unless with certain work, I've seen that to be true. I think in certain ways, especially when you're striving to just be a solo artist, then it really is all about like style, what you make people feel, and the storytelling, and what world you invite people into, and what they feel when they're around you. Like, I spent a year on tour with Teddy Swims, and so I got to see that and see the world that he creates for people to come into, and
they gravitate towards him.
Yeah. Gravitate towards that. And you learn that from other artists versus just like being very technically proficient. Maybe that'll help you if you're just doing session work.
Yeah.
Or like you need to come in and like read the chart.
Because you're almost
something like that.
You're almost like selling, well, it's like a marketing too, in a way, I would say. Like, I would probably gravitate more towards an artist who seems like they're authentically themselves and like is like a regular normal person who just sings, as opposed to someone who's like a very talented singer, but then is like cold and like harsh and like doesn't.
And that's something I've struggled with as somebody who like is, wants to be the best I can be, and was learning about like singing and technique and all that stuff. So you want to, but then when someone tells you like, hey, it's okay to not be like striving to be perfect, as long as you're finding out who you are and what your voice is. And that's been a lifelong journey. It's like, okay, what's my voice sound like? I've spent a lot of time doing like theater and projects for other people and their visions and their sound, and trying to like be in a supporting role towards that, and like help people fulfill their visions. And every time I get to do that, it's a blessing. Yeah. But then when you look at your own music and what you want to say as an artist, when you've been doing a lot of work for other artists and stuff like that, then you have to reevaluate, and you're like a baby learning to walk.
Oh my God.
You're like, okay, well, what do I have to say? Yeah. Like, who am I?
Yeah. When did you move to Los Angeles?
Moved here in 2013.
Okay, you've been here a while then. 13 years.
13 years.
Wait, let me do quick maths.
13.
Come on, brain turn on. Yeah, 13 years.
Quick math.
Come on, brain turn on. Like sit there for like, it's like Jimmy Neutron. Just trying to, 13 years. Wow.
Yeah, I've been here for 13 years. I remember I came straight here from school.
You're in Angelino.
Shit my boxes straight to
I thought you said shit my boxes. No, I was like, wait, what?
Oopsie. I shit my boxes. Shipped my boxes straight from school to this like apartment with no AC in Hollywood. I was sharing a bed with my friend Ebony.
A bed, not a bedroom. You just a whole bed.
Sharing a bed with my friend
What size
Ebony.
was the bed? This is important.
It was like a double bed or something.
Just a full?
Maybe it was no. Maybe it must have been
like
a queen.
Okay,
it must have been a queen. We're sharing a bed.
No AC. That's
it's like
rough.
my first month in LA. I didn't know anything about the city. I didn't know anything about the parts of the city, like the, I guess, boroughs. I don't know what else to call
the different
it.
Neighborhoods.
So I didn't understand, but I was like, oh, I'm in Hollywood. That
there's the Hollywood sign.
There's the Hollywood sign. Cool. But I didn't realize when this person was like, yeah, you can sublet our place for the first month, that they were getting out of there because it's so hot in the summer.
Yeah. I mean,
so they're like, this place has no AC. So I was there.
Horrifying.
I was like, I just knew I wanted to come to LA. I didn't know why or what I was going to do. I had no like real contacts at all.
Was it because you were like, oh, I want to pursue music? LA makes sense, so let me go there.
Totally. Okay, I wanted to pursue like I wanted to be like an artist.
Yeah.
And like acting, singing, the whole thing. And so I just was like, I'm going to go to LA. I'm just going to go there and show up. And like, that's kind of the story that like so many people have, where they just show up. Yeah. And it was hard at first to try to meet people when you're new. But through just a friend from college, I found out that Jeff Goldblum's jazz band was playing.
I was about to ask how the jazz scene here compared to Texas. So let's hear. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's cool.
Yeah. I don't know much about that, but I went there to check it out and ended up singing with him.
No way.
And the producers of this theater company were there. And then it was soon after that I started working with the theater, this LA-based theater company for the record live. They do shows around here. And that was how I first met my people. Like the artists that I became friends with in LA was just through that whole situation. And at the time I was like living out of my car, sleeping in a hostel in North Hollywood.
What?
For $18 a night. Yeah. And I remember my first boyfriend picked me up for our first date from this hostel.
What?
I was like in a room with a bunch of bunk beds.
Yeah. I mean, I've stayed in a hostel before, but I've never imagined being like, I'm going to stay in a hostel in North Hollywood.
I was just living there because I was living out of my car.
Yeah, you need a place. Yeah.
So I was
to
living out of my
shower
car.
and,
So I
like,
knew.
yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't stay there every night.
Whoa. Okay.
But I was like,
oh my God, Olivia, I didn't know this about you. Guys, we're all learning this in real time. How cool.
oh my gosh.
I love learning new things about my friends. What?
No, I was like, and I was doing these shows with the theater company on the weekends for like $50 a night.
Wow.
And I was so happy.
Oh my God.
I was like, yeah, this is it.
I'm living the life.
I was like, I'm doing great.
Yeah.
And it took me a second before I was able to get my first, figured it out.
Yeah.
And got my first apartment with this girl in Valley Village. So I was always kind of a Valley girl.
Yeah.
Because somebody told me, oh, the Valley is like cheaper. So I was like, oh, okay.
I love the Valley.
And now I don't even think it is.
Yeah.
I don't even think it is cheaper. But the Valley's awesome.
Yeah, the Valley's awesome. I think it's just expensive everywhere, unfortunately. But
I know. So yeah, that first year in LA, that first summer was very much just trying to figure out things. And I probably I feel like so grateful that I met the theater company community.
Right, yeah.
Because it was through those people that I was able to feel like I had my people out here.
Yeah.
And then that show was picked up from some producers in Vegas. And I went with them out there to perform out on the Vegas Strip. They put this show up at Mandalay Bay and then the Palazzo Theater.
Oh, cool.
So I was out there like doing the Vegas showgirl thing for a second. And then came back to LA and was kind of like back to square one.
Yeah.
Didn't know what I was doing.
What do I do now?
And that's when I submitted just a random audition tape, YouTube audition for the Postmodern Jukebox.
Okay.
band.
Yeah. That's something we do want to get into. Yeah. I would love to hear more about your experience with Postmodern Jukebox.
Oh my gosh. They're so sweet.
Tell us what it is. Tell us all about it.
They're like a YouTube band that does jazz covers of pop songs, modern pop songs.
That's sick.
I'm sure they would do like songs you hear on the radio. They
probably
do like a jazz version. I saw some of their videos and I was like, oh, I think I'd be pretty good at that. I think so. When I submitted this audition, they were doing it was called the PMJ Talent Search. They put out this word. They were doing a competition, and I submitted that, and that's how I met them. I won this thing, and I was like, oh my God. Next thing I know, I was at Scott Bradley. He started the group. I was at his house in Encino at the time. And we were just going through music arrangements, and we made a video. And that was what you got to make a video with them. And then it was a couple of months later after I met them that I was out touring with them.
Yeah.
And I did I can't even remember how many national, international tours we did, but it was 3 years of touring.
Yeah. How was that?
Up until 2020, I was off and on with them, as well as working on my own music kind of at the in between. It was cool. I mean, I'm glad for the experience. I needed to learn about tour.
Yeah. Is that your
life.
first time that you toured?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I learned
I don't know how you guys do it.
through that. Yeah. Yeah, it was cool. It was I learned about living on a bus, and I had grown up living out of the van with my family and camping, so I was familiar with, I don't know, living out of a suitcase, I guess.
Okay,
it didn't scare me,
right,
or whatever. I don't know if it scares people. I don't know.
I mean, you lived in your car at a hostel in North Hollywood, so
exactly.
I would say nothing should scare you.
I was kind of just cool. I was excited to tour.
Yeah,
I was excited to feel what that was like. I met all these great musicians, and some of them are some of my closest friends to this day. And it's because of PMJ that I even met, the Teddy Swims people.
What would you say is one of the most important thing that you've learned since your experience touring with them?
I learned that every experience is truly what you make it, and you can't rely on any experience to take you where you want to go. You have to take it where you want to go. But touring is not always easy, right?
Right.
So I think there was times where I would find myself feeling kind of down. And, you know, it's the monotony of certain things, or just you're tired and you miss things back home or whatever it might be. Anyone who's like toured extensively, I think would know that sometimes it's not like
it's not
butterflies and rainbows.
Yeah,
and
glitz and glamour.
And that's okay.
Yeah, I think the best thing that anyone can do is just take what they have in front of them and run with the opportunity and learn from it. Whether if it's like a shitty experience, you're like, well, I'm going to learn from this either way.
Yes.
And you take the good and the bad of everything. And that just makes you a more well-rounded person, I would say, you know?
You have to make the most of these things and try to see opportunities.
Yeah.
Where.
Yeah. I really like that point of view, and I admire that about you. So thanks for sharing that.
Thank you.
No, that I think a lot of people need to be that way. Like just learn from it.
Well,
from the
it's hard.
And,
and like sometimes it could just be like, what if I can walk out of this situation having made a connection with somebody here that lasts me beyond this experience? Or what if I could walk out of here being totally inspired by one of my colleagues and take that into my own artistry?
Yeah.
And just read that. And I learned so much with PMJ because I got on stage and I feel like I was at the time, maybe, I don't know if I had done anything like that at the time. They took a big chance
really
and thrown me up there. Well, not necessarily. Like I had quite a bit of time.
You did Twinkle Twinkle Little Star at 5 years old. Listen, they're lucky to have you.
I sang Twinkle at the Sons of State Fair, so you're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You're welcome. But
but I need to see that, please.
I wish I don't know if my mom filmed it. Oh, I bet she did.
So Katy Perry saw one of your performances with PMJ.
Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
What was your reaction to that?
I loved
it. Are you aware?
Yeah.
Of course you are.
Yeah, I was like, this is awesome. I was like, I hope to meet her one day. I was like, this is so cool. It was like seeing back the voice clips and you see like John Legend talking about you. You're like, oh yeah, they interview them too.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one who has to be subjected to these scary interviews.
You're like, they perceived me? What?
Yeah, they perceive you. I'm like, don't perceive me. Don't perceive me.
Well, since you brought it up, Olivia.
I'm sorry.
Olivia was on The Voice.
Oh God.
Super fucking cool. You were one of the top 8 contestants? Is that what you call? Yeah?
I think so.
So we sat down in my living room because we'll like storyboard, each episode. And I was like, all right, let's watch some of Olivia's stuff on the YouTube, on the tubes. So we did watch, I think it was the first performance that you did. I can't remember what you sang though.
Oh, on The Voice I sang Dream a Little Dream of Me. It's like a little, was I wearing pink?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a little
cute outfit. Yeah. It was amazing.
Thank you.
And then it was John Legend.
It was Adam Levine, Michael Bublé, and Kelsey Ballerini.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And immediately John Legend turned around. And who was the second one that turned around right away? It was Adam Levine. Yeah, he turned around right away.
Oh my gosh.
Michael Bublé didn't.
Right.
Bitch. Whatever. He doesn't know what he's missing.
What
I'm kidding. It's me.
He was actually, I was okay. I wanted John Legend so badly,
I'm sure.
that when he turned around, I was like, cool.
There we go. No, I'll stop singing right now.
He was such an influence on me growing up. Like,
yeah,
just playing the piano and singing. Him and Alicia Keys. I was like, oh my God, that is so just, that's just salt of the earth. What I want to do. And I was so happy when he turned around. I just wanted to hang out and get to know him and talk about music. Yeah, and we ended up both. He has such an appreciation for the classics. I realized, like the songs that when we would talk about songs, and he would like kind of go through. He's the one who picked. During the finale, he's the one who picked Someone to Watch Over Me. Really? It's a jazz standard. He's the one who picked it. I pushed back a little bit, but he's the one who picked that for me to sing. Yeah. We both have an appreciation for the classics, and I thought that was cool. I didn't know him at all. Yeah. But he's the sweetest, most wholesome, most what you see is what you get. Yeah. Person, at least in my experience. Obviously, just from doing the show, just that was the silver lining for me of being able to do that, was being able to spend time and talk about music.
That's so cool. Yeah. Can you like walk us through what the like a first audition was, and the song that you chose, and just what was it like getting up there? And
they have a big hand in what you sing.
Really? Okay.
The way that they interview you and the way that you talk about it is edited and formulated in such a way that it makes it really seem like, you know, I picked this, I did this. But, you know, they have a big hand. I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about this.
I mean, if you're not on an NDA, say whatever you want.
I actually don't. I don't know. No. They have a hand in it, because a lot of times it's songs that they need to have clearance on.
Fair, yeah.
So there's a lot of moving parts
or maybe
that I learned about.
Yeah,
a lot of moving parts that I learned about, and also they're trying to make TV.
True,
they're trying to make a TV show.
Yeah.
And with that being said, they need to like put you in a brand. They need to box you up in a certain way.
That makes sense.
They have to. I think it's just part of like TV.
I heard about 5 million people watch The Voice.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
That's all of LA County.
Man, I should have got more followers.
That's yeah. Follow Olivia. Come on.
I was like, wait, 5 million?
Damn.
Yeah, when I was like a kid and I would watch like American Idol with my mom, it was so much fun.
Okay, so did you have an idea as a kid, like, I'm gonna be up there one day?
I never thought that, but I guess maybe in the back of my mind, I was like, this is so cool. And yeah, I guess in the back of your mind, you're watching and you're imagining yourself.
What if that was
in that position? Yeah. I didn't imagine that this would happen to me at like when I was a little bit later on in my. Not old.
Yeah, but you're 24. Jesus Christ.
Guys, I'm 24.
So young.
I didn't imagine that this would happen to me when I was already doing what I'm doing.
Yeah. Because you had already toured at that point.
Yeah. I sort of imagined I would do, if I was going to do a show like that, maybe I would have been younger.
Yeah.
But I didn't do that. And then they actually scout you. They scouted me.
Oh, so they reach out to you. You didn't reach out to them.
Correct.
Oh, cool.
They do scout artists that they might see you in somewhere, LA, I don't know, or Instagram. They might see a singing video. That's how they found me. They saw a singing video on Instagram and reached out. And then I was like in a place in my life where I was kind of like in between things. I had nothing going on in that moment. And I was kind of like, what's next for me?
Yeah.
I don't know. This shoot's in LA. Fine.
What year was it that you guys filmed it?
2024.
Okay.
Yeah, we shot it before, we had shot almost the entire season before I even left for tour with Teddy.
Really? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I remember last year, 2025, that I think you missed some of the dates for tour to go back to The Voice, right?
It was the finale. It was the live finale. I didn't realize when that was going to be. And that was like, that ended up being that was crazy. that was
a whole other thing.
That was crazy.
Because how many people are watching the show while you're performing?
That room is, I don't know, maybe a couple hundred or.
Oh, something. So it's kind of small.
Yeah.
I mean, small. You've played shows where there's 20,000 people. So
I mean, they're not my shows,
but you still you have a song, and
but
you're
I'm
up
there.
And you're singing. Yeah. That's so
I would say that what's nerve-wracking about it is like just the 4 chairs with the coaches.
Honestly, yeah.
The people are like, yay! And the coaches are like, we're gonna judge you.
We're gonna judge you. We're gonna judge you hard. Okay, how does it feel when you're singing to the back of the chairs, as opposed to when they turn around?
Oh, I love when they were having their back facing me. Okay, I was like, this is fantastic. I'm totally in a safe space.
Yeah.
They turn around and you're like, hi.
Hi, John Legend.
And you're like, let me not look at you now. I'm like,
you're just staring at John. Like,
you know that the meme of the little like mouse guy, and it's just like,
yeah.
That's like me on stage. I was like, don't look at him.
Oh my God.
No, to be fair, I was like, I heard a little psh, and I was like, okay, cool. The sound,
like, I got one. I'm in.
When you watch it back, they edit the sound, so it's like really loud. But on stage, you can't even like hear it.
No, okay.
It's like, psh, you know?
Oh, yeah. See,
when
TV
they turn
TV magic.
Yeah, TV magic.
What's the relationship like with the coach? Well, with John Legend.
Well, I think it's probably different for everybody.
Oh, okay.
I think each individual relationship is just that, I would say. So I can only speak for myself. What you see is what you get with him. Like those interactions that maybe they showed, that was like our interaction. That was the only time I was really seeing him.
Oh, really? Okay.
And then a couple times, maybe when the cameras weren't rolling, we would pass each other and maybe like, have a couple of words, but the production keeps you very.
Really?
Yeah. They're like, stay over here.
Okay. What would you say is the biggest takeaway that you have from being on the show?
Again, it's funny. It's like, trust your gut. That's my takeaway.
Yeah.
There were moments where I think, looking back, even when it comes to like song choice or anything,
Yeah.
Or just even a musical choice, where there's so many voices in a situation like that. And just like in a lot of situations that you would be in life that are not the voice or whatever, there's so many voices around you. They're telling you to do
in your ear.
Yeah. There's people who are from the outside, and there's people like, there was an episode where I played the piano to open the song on the voice. And they told me, you know, we're going to cut the piano because visually the camera, it didn't like look that good. And I stood in that moment, I remember, I'm not even trying to toot my own horn. I'm just saying that I remember that moment was, for me, I felt strongly that I wanted to play the intro on the piano. And I kind of stood my ground against the producer. And they ended up figuring it out and letting me play. And then later I spoke with one of the vocal coaches, and she was like, yo, good job. And I felt like, now I feel like now just feels like I'm bragging, which is terrible. I'm sorry.
Brag away.
But what I'm more thinking is it's a lesson for myself trying to move forward, because it's very hard for me sometimes to trust my gut and follow myself. Well, just follow my heart in terms of what I feel would be right artistically, like what I think as like someone who has my own visions too. Yeah. Even in an environment where everyone else is really trying to like thrust that upon you and what it should be. So, you know, wherever you can, like just to know that at the end of the day, it's really just you who has to stand behind what you're doing. Yeah. I was asking for all these opinions. I don't know if that like even segues into this, but I was asking for opinions. I was asking for opinions about what to do with the rhythm section. And I sent it to a friend I trust, his musical ear. And he was just, and he was like, you know, Olivia, you could ask, you know, 5 people what they think, but
what do you think?
At the end of the day, like, it's your taste. So I would rather, you know, fail or succeed on my own terms and not fail or succeed and be like low key in the back of my mind. That wasn't even my idea. Yeah. So
at least you tried and you put yourself out there and you can learn from it.
Yeah. Now I'm stepping into a place with my own music where I'm trying to kind of produce it myself and be like super, super involved in that because I do want it to sound like me. Whether or not people think it's good, it's just, well, this is me right now. Yeah. And that's more important.
Exactly. I've seen on your Instagram that you're putting out new music.
Putting out new music.
You're putting out new music.
I know. I wanted to put something out. I'm excited.
Yeah. When your song comes out on the 8th, I think.
Comes out on the 6th, Friday. The 6th. Friday. Comes out on the 6th. It's called I Love Me More. Kind of wrote it about choosing yourself over a toxic relationship. That's it. Sometimes you just got to say, all right. Yeah. I love you.
But I love me more.
But I love me more.
I will say I have said that to someone before where I'm like, I love you, but I love me more, and I don't love you enough to be to stay with you
to suffer.
and to suffer any longer.
Yeah.
And it's like,
it's hard.
It's really hard, but also like, yeah, like I'm going to love myself more at the end of the day. So, oh my God, I totally resonate with your song.
Thanks, girl.
I love it.
Hell yeah. I'm so glad.
Yeah. Are you excited about putting it out? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited about putting it out. Every time I release something, I get super weird.
No.
And I'm just like, it nervous? Sucks. Like nobody should listen to it. But I'm like, no. I feel like I'm trying to just be, you know, super excited. Girl. I know I have to do all the artist things of like promoting it and that whole side of it. And when you release something, it's kind of just like, okay, here you go. And you can't control if people like it or not.
True.
But I like it.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it.
As long as you know, if you're proud of the work that you did, then why not? Why not share it?
I like writing about things that make me feel like empowered looking back. So I'm happy with it, and I hope people like it.
Yeah. Well, I promise I'll stream it.
Okay.
So you're releasing just one song, but are you working on an album and releasing an album shortly after, or you haven't decided?
Right now I'm working on writing. I'm like writing songs. Yeah. And seeing what that becomes. And right now I don't know what it'll become. Maybe an album, maybe an EP. I have no idea. But I'm working on different projects with people, and absolutely, I plan on releasing a project.
You want to put it out there. Yeah.
For sure. I'll release it. I have to. I'm crazy. Everything I make, I'm like, okay, now we have to release this.
I got to put it out.
I gotta be like, really? I'm working on like a couple of things. One is like more of a jazz project.
Okay. I was about to ask like what kind of genre of music? Cause I feel like we listen to some of your music and the older stuff is pretty different than like the song that you're about to put out. Right? Or am I wrong? Sorry.
Yeah, I would say so. I like to explore different stuff, and just I think there's a part of me that always knows that at one day I want to release like a jazz album.
Yeah.
And I don't know when that'll happen, but I have a project with this incredible jazz orchestra, the Marlonius Jazz Orchestra that we're working on, and maybe that's where that will come out more. Maybe I'll do more like jazz recordings when I get through working with them on that. And then the musical is another project that's still in motion.
Yeah.
And it's something I'm still working on writing and rewriting and working towards.
So for those that don't know, Olivia co-wrote the music on a musical called The Day the Sky Turned Orange.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, we all sat down and we watched all the videos that we could find on YouTube about the musical and I read a bunch of articles about it, wanted to know as much as I could. And I really wish that I could watch it. But can you tell us a little bit about the musical and,
Yes,
the story behind it?
Yes, it's a show that the idea was created by the artistic director of this theater company, the San Francisco Bay Area Theater Company, Rodney. He's a very close friend of mine. And he called me up and was like, I have this idea. It was after the sky had turned orange in the Bay Area in 2020.
Yeah. Was it September 2020, I think?
September 9th, 2020, the sky just turned completely orange because of the wildfires in California. And the wildfires were causing this to happen. And then since then, it's happened in a lot of different places around the world. And even here. It just happened here.
In LA.
We had the fires here, the devastating fires here in LA. And I mean, the sky was orange. But I think nothing compares to that first time it happened. I think people felt like it was like this apocalyptic
I think
moment.
Especially just because that summer, or that was peak COVID. And then that summer, there was a lot of protests, the Black Lives Matter movement. So I think a lot of people, like their hearts were already pretty heavy.
Exactly.
And then seeing something like that, it's like, oh my God, is the fucking world ending? What's happening?
Yes, that's exactly what it was. It felt like the final straw because of everything else that was going on. It was so much. That was a really, really tough time, specifically that summer and fall of 2020. It was really hard. And that's why when he called me with the inspiration, but a year after, I would say, he called me with the inspiration and said, I want to write a musical about this time.
Wow.
I want to write a musical that captures this kind of unique time when we already felt we were living in this apocalypse because of COVID. Yeah. But then you wake up and now the sort of air around you is also this apocalypse, this post-apocalyptic world. And I think he felt that there was something there for us to take as like young people with a theater company. His theater company really strives to, I think, spread information to younger audiences that they feel is important information. And when it comes to like the environment and climate change, I think that is an issue that he felt this would be like a great catalyst to sort of talk about in the way that it's sort of an existential crisis. The climate change can feel very existential because it's not something we can touch and feel until it's right in front of you. And so when he called me to write the music for it, he called me and I was like, you do know I'm just like writing, I'm writing like R&B songs right now.
So this is a pretty big difference.
I was like, are you asking me to write a musical or
have you ever written on a musical before?
No.
Oh my God.
And he was like, no, I'm enlisting you because I like your music and I want the music to be contemporary.
Okay.
And I was like, okay. So I involved my writing partner, David Michael Ott, at the time. And the two of us, David and myself, went to San Francisco for our first like writing camp to
cool.
take in the city and interview the people there.
Yeah.
And get a sense of it. And then we wrote the first kind of workshop of the music. And it was just based on our interviews and kind of vibe of the city. And the musical, then we did a musical workshop at the New Roots Theater Festival in San Francisco in 2022, I believe.
Okay.
And we found our playwright.
Okay.
And then it turned into a full production.
Oh my
We've done
God.
multiple workshops, and I'm really excited to see like where we can take it now. We premiered it. We dropped a demo album, which kind of shares where we're at in the process now with some of the demos.
We were listening to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because we didn't get to watch the musical. Yeah.
It's in a different place on stage. On stage when they're doing it, oh my God.
I'm sure.
Like, they take the songs to another place, and we're workshopping it and making things more specific as we like it all kind of like comes together. And so we'll see what happens next, but whatever happens, I feel so honored that he even
thought of me.
Yeah. And it made me feel very special to write for others' voices. That felt like a very fulfilling thing. I was like, oh, I like writing for others.
Yeah. I had a question where like, what's it like writing music on topics that are so heavy?
Well, luckily, I think that music, you can just rely on the music itself to capture and carry some of that weight and that depth. Like you can just rely on that to hold it, and you don't have to always hold it in the lyrics as much as like the music will open up this new like emotion like to people and help people feel. But for me, I guess I was just taking from my own, all I can do is try to take from my own little experience and like go from there. Cause if I try to tackle a big existential crisis, that felt really daunting. So I turned inward and I wrote songs where I was like, okay, how do I feel about this? Helpless, hopeless, uninformed. Like, how do I feel? And then maybe I can do that. And then also the love songs and stuff that are in there. I was just kind of pulling from my own experience on that day that we were writing. That's like all I could do.
Yeah.
And so for me, tackling a bigger issue, I try to also rely on what I'm trying to respect what I'm like hearing around me from the interviews and the people's experiences that we're trying to talk about.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I don't even feel like I'm trying to make anything up. I'm just going super based on the information I'm getting, the words I'm getting.
We're wondering if there's anything that you can share regarding like the new album or your EP. Where do you want it to go?
I think right now I'm trying to be true to who I am and the heart of who I am, which is someone who has such a love of the classics and like jazz standards, but also like marrying that with like contemporary music and my love of that. So I think that's kind of where I'm going and trying to go with my sound, to just honor myself, where I came from musically, who I am now, and trying to marry those ideas of like classic, like jazz meets contemporary.
Yeah, the song that you have coming out soon, it feels more pop.
Oh yeah, that one. Oh yeah, that one is kind of pop. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna be a pop girly with this one.
Fuck yeah.
I'm excited. I know the exploration is real.
Do you think you'll mesh a couple different types of sounds in one album?
Totally. Yeah. I don't even think the through line has to be genre. The through line just has to be you.
Whatever you want.
Yeah. And I think like now I don't even know if I believe in genres anymore. I just hear albums where I'm like, okay, there's country, there's pop, there's dance, like all in one album.
Yeah.
I hear it. Like even like Sabrina Carpenter's album, you hear all these genres. Tay Swims too. R&B, rock,
a little bit of pop,
country, pop.
Yeah.
Like you kind of hear it all. So I'm just trying to find me, and whatever genre emerges, I'm going to be like, cool.
I think it's nice that you're not going to put yourself in a box, you know?
Thank you.
Yeah. What are some of your musical inspirations?
Oh my goodness.
Some of your favorite artists besides John Legend, like you said.
I love John Legend. John Legend was a big influence on me. Alicia Keys was an influence on me too when I was younger. Jazz singers have influenced me. Betty Carter, Ella Fitzgerald, Sarah Vaughan, Joni Mitchell has been a big influence on me as like a writer and a singer. Erykah Badu, huge influence. Amy Winehouse.
You have a very similar music taste as one of my older sisters.
Oh.
Yeah. I listened to a lot of that growing up. And
Fiona Apple influenced me a lot. Yeah. Those are just, I could go on and on, but those come to mind as people who've really spoken to me.
Who would be your dream collaboration artist?
Okay, I know we're very different, but it would fulfill some deep, like, teenage dream for me to write a song with Erykah Badu.
Oh, okay.
And do a song with Erykah Badu.
That'd be so cool, huh?
If she would ever be willing to give me a chance.
We're manifesting. Come on. You heard it here, guys, on the LA Friends podcast.
Just to, like,
imagine that.
Just vibe with her.
You know what? Yeah. You're in the studio. Just singing along together. Maybe you can get her to sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star.
I'd also love to do a collaboration with Olivia Dean right now.
Oh, I'm listening to her music lately and I like it.
We could call ourselves the Olivias.
Oh my God. Duh, you guys have the same name. I'm an idiot. I'm like,
we could do a little song together and then we could get Olivia Rodrigo. And then we could have,
oh my God.
It could be called Three Olivias.
The Three Olivias.
And we just write a song together.
Little Musketeers, the three of you
The
guys.
Three Olivias.
Oh my God. And I feel like that's a pretty... Yeah, very diverse music.
It'd be totally, we would all have such different things to bring to the table.
Yeah. Oh my God. The Three Olivias. I love it. Let's make it happen. Who do we got to call? I mean, I have no pull here, but I'll try my best. Maybe one of them will see one of my TikToks and like it, and I'll reach out and be like,
let's just slide into their DMs.
Yeah. Why don't you just call Olivia up?
I'm going to call Olivia Dean.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you're my name, sis.
What's up, girl?
What's
up? You
up?
sing, I sing. Like, just makes sense.
How are you doing? I'm sure nobody's asking you to do something with them right now.
No.
But
yeah, she's got time.
Pick me.
Yeah. We're getting to the end of our podcast episode. Okay. So we're going to do this segment called This or That. And I'm just going to ask you a handful of questions and you're going to try to answer rapid fire.
Let's do it.
So if you could help it, don't expand on it. Just hit me with an answer. Okay.
Okay.
Whataburger or In-N-Out?
In-N-Out.
You heard. She's from Los Angeles. I can't
believe I said that, you guys. It came out of a deep place I don't know.
Dude. I mean,
just came out.
We're not clipping it, okay? I mean, we're not going to cut it.
Sorry, Texas.
Okay. Ocean views or city lights?
City lights.
She's a city girl. She's a LA girl. What does a Sunday drive through LA sound like to you?
Kate Renata. Her. Intimidated.
Ooh.
Intimidated by Kate Renata.
Okay. I love that.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Planning the day or winging it?
Planning the day.
Ooh, yeah? Mm-hmm. Are you type A?
I'm a plan girly.
I love that.
I love like writing out like time blocking.
Okay. I'm not that detailed. That's amazing. Incredible.
It's a lot.
Parallel parking stress or uphill parking stress?
Which one do I want?
Like what do you? Which one do you not want?
I can parallel park like nobody's business.
Okay,
I'll take the parallel parking.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's like a one try thing for me.
Oh my God, that's impressive.
I have tricks.
Fuck yes.
Don't watch me do it though, because then I'll fuck up.
Because then you get nervous. Yeah. Okay. All right. Swing jazz or experimental jazz?
Swing.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Look at she knew her answer right away.
Totally. I love swing dancing too. That's why I was thinking about that.
I am a terrible dancer, so.
Yeah, I like swing dancing.
I'll have to see you
dance. I mean, experimental jazz, like no shade. I don't understand though.
It's experimental.
It's experimental.
I'm not sure you're supposed to understand it.
And I love that.
Unless you're right.
And I love that for me.
All right. So before we wrap up, I'm wondering if you have a message for LA, like any grievances you want to complain about. Or anything positive.
LA, I got a problem.
Yeah. Yes, that. Or like, I don't know, maybe a cool place to go listen to jazz or just something that you want to share with people to take from our conversation. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think LA, kind of like the theme maybe of some of parts of our conversation. Mm-hmm. I think LA is kind of what you make it. Because there's so many different communities and cultures and you can come here and get really lost because people have this idea of what LA is. And I don't know, they like to talk about, oh, LA is like this and that, and everybody's like this. But it is truly like there is the heart here of artists and good salt of the earth people. And it's just what you make it. You have to find your people and find your community. And you've built a beautiful community.
Thank you.
And you're welcome. And I think that is what the takeaway is for me is be your authentic self so that you can find your people. And this city, just like any other, it's in the palm of your hand.
Fuck yeah.
It'll open up for you. Make it what you want it to be.
Yeah. Well, that's beautiful. Good job. That was a good message to LA. Okay. Let's go. All right. No, almost there. Okay. Almost done. Okay. If you could take a moment to look into that camera and maybe share your socials, where can people find you? Your Instagram, your TikTok, your artist, your YouTube, whatever you want to share.
Hey, everybody. Hey, y'all. My name's Olivia Kuper Harris. You can find me on Instagram at olivia.kuper.harris. Cooper spelled like super with a K. And you can check out like all my music on all music streaming platforms. Thanks for checking it out. And thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for doing this. You were on my list of people to ask for like the longest time.
Oh my gosh.
But I think another, like going back to like imposter syndrome and shit like that, I was like, there's no way she's going to want to be on it.
That's so funny that you ever thought that.
But then I was like, I just have to fucking ask. And like worst thing she can say is no. So that's when I sent you that wall of text and I was like, would love to have you, but don't feel pressured. You don't have to do it.
And right away I was like honored.
Fuck yeah.
I was like, hell yeah.
So much. Thank you so much for doing it. And thanks guys. See you on the next one. Bye.
Thank you guys.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go.